Alright, I've been asked by two people in the last day how to take speakers out of the doors of these Buick Lesabres, so figure I might as well go ahead and do it. The first thing you got to do is get the door panel off, and first thing you do is that torque screw right there. You take that off. See if I can find the right Torx bit, and I'll take that off, and then I'll pull this piece right out and unplug the door lock switch. Alright, I got the screw out. It was a T15. Now I'm going to just pull this out and go ahead and unclip that door lock thing and pull this out of the way. See if I can find a screwdriver that'll pop it without breaking it. I didn't bring my really little one that I usually use for this, but there we go. She's out, and now I'm going to want to go ahead and pop this panel off. I believe wedge a screwdriver down the front. Yep, and pop it up like that. There's a little tab you got to hit. I've showed that before. And that'll come out. And then go ahead and take off all these plugs and get them out of the way. You might want to disconnect the battery if you're going to stick a screwdriver under this one. It just pulls right up, but it's got a lot of bare wires. Don't want to be shorting anything out, so probably a good idea to undo the battery when you pry that up. Yeah, you just I think I've showed this before, but you just pull these back and just pry this one up. Alright, I got that all the switch unplugged. You got to kind of be careful. It's going a little fast and busted this off, but that's alright. And one of these tabs is already broke off on the seat switch. The one that you just pull up on, you pull these back and pry it up. Well, that's alright. No harm done. And when you get in here, you'll see there are two 10mm bolts. Go ahead and take both of those out, which I will do. Alright, those bolts are out. Now you come back here and you'll see this little red thing. And you're just going to go ahead and see if you can pry it out. I'm probably going to break this one because I don't care. There we go. Oh, I didn't break it. What do you know? Sometimes these are plugged in. There's a light in there on some of them. Not on this one. This is a pretty base model. But if you look in there, this one's already gone, but if you look in there, there's usually a bolt that sits right in there, a 10mm bolt. So you have to undo that. And it looks like there's a bolt straight back as well. And then we should be able to pull the door off. Alright, I think I got all the bolts out. And I'm going to go ahead and take my tool and pop the clips on the door panel. I'm just going to stick it under here and feel for the clips and then get around them and pop them. You can do this with a screwdriver, but this works so much better, this little tool. I would recommend getting one. If you use a screwdriver, you're likely to actually rip the clips out of the back of the panel, and you don't want to do that. So get this screwdriver and just work slowly and feel for the clips and try to get around them and pop them all out. And once I have that done, we'll pull the panel out. Alright, I've got the panel loose pretty well here. There's one more clip I missed. I have to get with this thing. See if I can. Kind of an awkward position. There we go. Alright, we got that off. All we gotta do is pull it up off the track there. There we go. Now, I suppose you don't need to unplug this one. You might need to unplug the headlight switch, but I'm not gonna. Now normally, if your car had speakers, there'd be a black thing right about here with a big speaker, well, not a big speaker, a little speaker in it, that would be above the plastic stuff. So you don't need to take this off, I don't think, if I remember right. I think I got one upstairs. I'll show you what it looks like. But yeah, it'll be right here, and then you go ahead and take either a Torx or the right size nut driver, and you can unscrew that whole thing that holds the speaker, put whatever speaker you want in it and put it back on, or rig up a system, whatever you want to do. And that's about it. I'll go show you what the little speaker box looks like, and then I'm not going to crawl into the trunk on this one to show you how to get those back speakers out, because it's full of crap. I mean, all the way to the brim. So we'll go back up, I'll show you the speaker, and then I'll show you the speakers in the 93 in the trunk. Alright, here we go. I believe this is out of the Buicks. You'll find this black panel, and you'll have a tweeter and a little speaker there. At least on this one came from the 97, that's what they'll look like, but they're basically all similar. The black piece that mounts the speaker and the two speakers. And then yeah, put in whatever speakers you want, put it back together. Installation is opposite of removal. You put the top part of the panel on, and you pound in all those clips and put the bolts back in, and you're good to go. So let's head over to the trunk. Alright, here we are in the trunk. The rear speakers are insanely simple. You'll just have there's like a little thing that holds it in, and then you'll have a couple of nuts there, and I believe it's just held in with a clip on that side. So you take those nuts off and it'll just pull out, and then go ahead and unhook it from the clip there. Same on the other side. Done. It should be all the same from 92 to 99, I believe. So real easy.